The long-standing mystery of Oak Island might finally be unraveling. Recent discoveries have sparked renewed excitement as Rick and Marty Lagina uncovered traces of gold in the water at Smith's Cove, far more than anyone had anticipated. This find reignited their passion for the search, but the surprises didn't stop there. While exploring further, the team came across an old hand-carved wooden ladder that descended into a submerged, shadowy tunnel. The presence of this ladder raised intriguing questions. Who might have been here before them? The mystery deepened, and everyone on the team was eager to uncover what lay ahead, suspecting that this discovery could change everything. The detection of gold in the water was more than a thrilling find. It was a beacon of hope, suggesting that more treasures might lie buried in the depths of Oak Island. As a result, the team expanded their search, with growing optimism that even the wooded parts of the island might harbor valuable clues. Each step forward brought them closer to unraveling the centuries-old enigma. However, their next major finding introduced a new layer of risk, one that hinted at danger rather than riches. Upon continuing their exploration, Rick and Marty came upon the same old ladder plunging into a dark, water-filled passage. Was it a leftover from earlier treasure seekers, or part of something local and legendary? Legends of Oak Island warn of a chilling curse, that 7 people must die before the hidden treasure can be claimed. Already 6 lives had been lost during previous expeditions. Despite this ominous lore, the Lagina brothers and their team pressed on, undeterred. As the episode continued, team member Paul was bursting with enthusiasm for the next phase, and Marty, always the practical leader, asked if the crew was prepared to bring in the drilling rig. The team responded with excitement, rallying together for the upcoming challenge. Their focus shifted to a promising area highlighted by 2 experts, Dr. Spooner and Dr. Michelle, who had analyzed water samples from the site. They identified a spot to the west of the garden shaft, calling it the Blob. Within this blob, they pinpointed an even smaller, more focused area, which they nicknamed the Baby Blob. Using detailed maps, the team formed a hypothesis. A tunnel approximately 95 feet underground might lead straight to the long-lost treasure. Energized by the possibility, they prepared to drill at borehole DN11.5, anticipating a major breakthrough. Oak Island historian Charles Barkhouse took the lead on the drilling effort, while Marty turned his attention to the garden shaft, which had seen significant improvement. The crew had cleared out vast amounts of dirt and water from the shaft and fortified it with wooden supports. They were now past the halfway point in their goal of reaching a depth of 80 feet, hoping to uncover more clues from the island's buried past. Marty's descent into the garden shaft yielded an extraordinary find, a perfectly preserved, handcrafted wooden ladder. It was undeniable evidence that someone had been exploring the same shaft, possibly centuries before. The team wondered whether the maker of the ladder might have also been the person who concealed the gold they sought. Could this relic be the key to solving Oak Island's great mystery? Meanwhile, the drilling at DN11.5 continued, and everyone watched with anticipation. The team had drilled between 78 and 88 feet when a sudden loud, grinding sound halted their progress. Measurements revealed they had breached an open cavity roughly 1.5 feet wide. Geologist Terry anxiously waited to confirm what they had struck. Was it a void, a tunnel, or something even more significant? The drill operator confirmed the presence of a hollow space about 90 feet below the surface. The team paused to assess the situation, and Charles quickly alerted Rick and Marty. Rick, thrilled by the report, rushed to the scene. The drilling team explained they had hit an obstruction, then entered the mysterious void. The location of the void aligned with prior drill findings in the area, adding weight to their theory. Hoping for definitive proof, Marty ordered a core sample to be taken. When the core was brought up and examined, it revealed fragments of old wood. Could this wood be from an ancient treasure chest? Terry sent the sample off for analysis, and the team anxiously awaited the results. Later, they gathered at the Oak Island Interpretive Center, where metal archaeologist Emma Culligan delivered exciting news. The wood contained an unexpectedly high concentration of gold. This confirmed that they were indeed on the right track, and the team's hopes surged. The drilling continued at the garden shaft as the crew prepared to dig 12 additional boreholes in search of further evidence of human activity, such as tunnels or artifacts. At the same time, Rick and team member Peter Ramke explored Lot 26 and found an unusual old stone wall. It didn't appear to be a natural formation and could represent another crucial clue. As they pressed on, the team also delved deeper into the island's documented history. Fred Nolan, a surveyor who had explored the island for decades, had identified a massive cross-shaped formation known as Nolan's Cross. His son Tom joined the team and shared Fred's findings, including a mysterious old well filled with broken pottery and a series of intriguing sketches from Fred's notebook. Among them was a depiction of a strange stone structure called the quadrilateral. It did not look naturally formed, sparking new theories about its purpose. The mystery of Oak Island dates back to 1861, when the legendary money pit suddenly collapsed, swallowing the wooden supports and leaving no trace. Some believed this event hinted at a hidden treasure buried deep below, possibly protected by complex engineering. Others speculated that the treasure was hidden by ancient religious warriors such as the Knights Templar, who may have buried their riches after returning from crusades to safeguard sacred relics. Rick and Marty's quest has played out over many seasons of the show The Curse of Oak Island. While they haven't yet uncovered the fabled hoard, the gold traces in the water suggested they were closer than ever. But the island's legend still looms large. 7 people must die before the treasure is found, and 6 already have. Each discovery edges them nearer to the truth, but also closer to the curse. Over the years, the Lagina brothers have uncovered compelling evidence: old coins, wooden structures, tools, and even a U-shaped formation that suggests connections to ancient secret societies like the Knights Templar. One especially exciting find was a lead cross that might date back to the Middle Ages. If the Templars really did visit Oak Island, they might have hidden not just gold, but relics of immense religious significance, like the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant. Using advanced technology, the team searched beneath the surface and underwater, driven by each new fragment of gold or ancient object. They focused their attention on the Baby Blob area, which seemed like a likely treasure site, but caution remained essential. The island's lore warned of dangers, and the previous fatalities could not be ignored. Their mission evolved from a treasure hunt into a historical investigation. Every artifact unearthed added a piece to the puzzle. Even small discoveries like stone projectiles provided insight into the island's enigmatic past. It became clear that they were not just chasing wealth, but trying to understand who had been on Oak Island before them and why. The lost tunnel that once baffled early explorers became another focus. Scientists, geologists, and historians worked together to explore new areas, specifically boreholes 8.5 and 13.5, where they found a surprising 10-foot cavity underground. Could this space be the missing piece? Drilling deeper, they came across another artifact, a buried ancient cross, once again hinting at religious connections and the possible presence of man-made wooden tunnels linked to the garden shaft. As they continued cautiously, air bubbles in the soil gave them hope, potential signs of hidden chambers. Water samples were collected and tested, revealing promising results. The team then partnered with Dumas Mining Company to dig more safely and efficiently. During this effort, they noticed water flooding into the shafts from inland, possibly connected to a system of flood tunnels meant to protect the treasure. To stabilize the area, the crew began reinforcing the shafts with concrete, a process that would take months. But no one was discouraged. After years of effort, they were more determined than ever. Once the reinforcements were complete, they would return to dig under the safest conditions yet, confident that they might finally reach the original money pit. As excitement grew, so did speculation. Could the island's most powerful secrets lie just beneath their feet? Even if they didn't find gold, each new discovery, every artifact, structure, or clue was a step closer to understanding the truth. And if the Knights Templar really did leave behind treasure or sacred relics, the implications could be immense. The team pressed forward, driven not just by gold, but by a desire to uncover history itself. So, what do you think? Could the Knights Templar have hidden their treasures on Oak Island? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this incredible journey.